while I was sitting outside the job. But as you know, that didn't go over too well, so I guess it never activated. Anywho's, I figured I'd call y'all while y'all got ready with me. When I tell you I'm sleepy, but yesterday was a shit show and a half. I came in from work. I think I took a few bites of chips. I was on the phone. I remember being on the phone with my cousin for a minute, and then I hung up and said I'm gonna lay down and take a nap. Then I believe my sister called, and I was deep in the heart of sleep, but I answered, and I don't even know what happened after that. And then I thought the phone was ringing when in reality it was the music playing in my ear. I guess it was an alarm. I don't know. Anyway, that lets you know how tired I was. I went to sleep with my Bluetooth still in my ear. So I took the Bluetooth out of my ear, powered it off, rolled over, went back to sleep. When I woke up again, it was my cousin calling back because everybody had had a nap, laid down and had a nap. And it was 11 o'clock at night, my time, 11 o'clock. Child, I was up until 2 something, my time, and it was 4 something, her time. Kids up, mama's up, I'm up, everybody up. We laughing and talking on the phone like she ain't got school, like we ain't have work. Child, I don't know what's going on, honey, but these days they rolling by. It's becoming tedious. The month is flying by. Every day seems shorter than the last. I don't know, but um, yeah, I'm ready for 2027. I'm ready to get a check that they keep talking about. I keep hearing about it. Intermittent conversations about. I just want to get a check real quick. I'm trying to see something. Anyway, how's everything been going with you guys? I hope everybody had a smooth holiday. Let's see, we halfway through July. August is coming, so what is it? Labor Day will be here in September. When I tell you the year is flying by, Labor Day will be here in September, Halloween, October, Thanksgiving, November, Christmas, and December. Child, the year is just about gone. It is just about over with. I tell you, I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Oh, I was making child. I got out the shower and I was just sitting here looking at the closet, just sitting. I had dried off. I was just sitting. And I think I had said I was gonna put on one of these little cute denim dresses, so I didn't have to worry about ironing. But hell, I've been just sitting here. Hell, I'm sitting here talking to y'all. I was lotioning though. I was putting on lotion, but butt naked, just still sitting here. And I guess I will wear one of those dresses. I don't know. I do have a summer dress in here. It's red that I bought 3 years ago. It still got the tags on the child. I ain't never wore the dress. Maybe I'll wear that one. I don't see why not. But I hope everything's going good with everybody. I don't want shit. I just came on here to chit chat. But I do want to talk a little shit though, real quick. Did y'all know? Girl. You know, I see in real life some of the ladies our age, they are dating the youngsters, right? The cougars. I get it. Them boys got that wood, they got them strong backs. They putting it down, flipping people over, this, that, and the third. Hi, Robbie. And I get it. The women want somebody that can break their back in. But why is Madonna messing with King Harris? That's what the streets are saying. The streets said Madonna is messing with T.I.'s son that just had a baby by the pretty chocolate girl. And apparently they ain't together no more, but to each his own. Why she messing with King Harris? He ain't got nothing for her. Hell, he ain't got nothing for his son. He can barely take care of his baby. But out of all of the men out here she can mess with, I get it. Her, Cher, who else? There's some more of them out here messing with these young bloods. And then I was reading that, Fashion Week was last week, and Cardi B had gone, and, I guess she sat next to I guess he's a soccer player or something. She sat next to him, and the internet lost their mind. Next thing you know, the internet had her messing with him as though they were seeing each other when I really don't think that's the case. But you know how the internet is. So as I continue to run around the internet myself doing a little bit of homework and checking things out, come to find out he was at Fashion Week as well. But him and Cardi share the same what you call a designer, the person that dressed them, what do they call them? The designers? They're fashion people. Anyway, the people who, pick out their clothes for them, like La Roche picks out for Zendaya. So they share the same person. So the same guy that designed him, dresses him, dresses Cardi. So I believe that's how they ended up, meeting each other, getting acquainted, and talking, and whatever the thing is. But girl, when I tell you, his baby, his baby, his baby mama didn't like it at all, honey. She was out there wigging out. Now, listen, I don't. I think they said him and his baby mama had been messing around or been together, I guess, for 2 years. But here's the deal, girl. Ain't no, if you not a celebrity, ain't no need in you being mad. Men will be men. They gonna do their thing whether you like it or not. Cardi B is a celebrity, and I know sometimes the men look at them hips and that waistline, and they just see heaven. But what can you do? If Cardi wants your man, he got. But you have to look at Cardi's mental psyche, her mental state. She has this weird way of picking losers. Offset was a loser. He was doing pretty good when she met him, but then he became lazy. He's gambling addict, allegedly. Stefan Diggs, football player, he was doing the dang thing, but he's a whore. He's a whore, as mother would say. He's a whole whore. And he playing both sides of the field, both sides of the team, right? Um, I, like, he messed with men too. We already heard from his ex-boyfriend. So I don't know if them big ding ling 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 lings down there get her excited. If they I don't know. I don't know what it is that draws her to those type of men. But if Cardi wants your man, she can have him. And girl, ain't no need of being mad, breaking up, throwing fits, keeping him from seeing the baby child. Just, let him do what he gonna do. Cause he'll be okay. Now we back. That was the alarm that interrupted the stream. My bad. It'll be another one coming. That's 5:15. It'll be another one in 15 minutes. But I'm practically dressed, so that won't stop anything. I'll be off by then. But I I was kind of looking at Cash Doll for a minute, you know, and it seems like these celebrities. I don't know what it is, but it seems like when they get a hold of some of that good meat, they feel like it's necessary or it's warranted to have a baby by them. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. Um, but I see some of them going through it. Like I read briefly, I didn't read the whole article, but Kiki Palmer. They claim Kiki. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. It ain't Kiki Palmer. It's Kiki, the other Kiki. the singer Kiki. I can't remember her last name. Kiki Palmer is pregnant with her 12th child by her new man. Now, I knew Kiki had a football team for kids. I knew she had about 10, 12, 14, 15, 16 kids. I knew she had a lot of kids. I didn't know that one of them was special needs. I also did not know that Kiki had a little drama in her household because she has been expecting, requiring, asking, and delegating the children's to help her with the special needs child. Um, I, I mean, isn't that's kind of normal, right? You ask your kids to help each other, look out for each other, help take care of the small ones, because Kiki for a minute was spitting them out like a menstrual cycle, just popping them out. But apparently the kids don't want to deal with the special needs child, and that has caused some friction in her household. Now, Kiki is a beautiful woman. When I tell you she can blow, she can blow. But Kiki felt the need betwixt having all of these babies to go and get her booty done. Now I don't know if she had a BBL, a CDL, or an LNL. I don't know what she had, but they messed it up. It didn't turn out right. It don't look right. I just don't understand why she feel at the age of 49, 50 years old that she feel it's still necessary to keep having these babies. Maybe she just fertile. I don't know. One thing I know is that her, Cardi, and several other ones don't believe in having a men wear prophylactics. They don't believe in strapping up, putting on some rubbers, protecting themselves, and to prevent themselves from continuously having babies. Um, I don't know. I don't get it. Um, I don't know what that's all about, and I guess it's not for me to know. I'm not having them, so teach his own. What else is going on out there in the world of celebritism? I see some of I see some of the previous D-list people are moving up to A-list roles. Hey, 23 Jackson. Hey, boo boo. I see some of our people moving up in the acting world. Um, I see. I don't know how to call it. I see Taraji's body double is out in the streets making waves because I know damn well that is not Taraji P. Henson. We all know them is trolls. 23, them trolls in the chat. Um, we all know how Taraji looked, and we know that them recent images that came up from her was not her. It was either a body double, a twin, a robot, AI, DI, elemental PI, whatever. We know it wasn't Taraji, and I'm a little pissed off at them that they feel like that's the best they could do with getting her body double out on the scene. Now, why her body double is out, I have no idea. But I will say this, and I said this the other day, and I never did go back to look it up. You remember when Monique fell out with Tyler Perry and what's his name, the black man name, Lee Daniels. Remember, she was blacklisted for a while, so wasn't nobody putting her in no movies. Her comedy wasn't taking off. She wasn't really doing comedy. I saw a movie about a month or two ago, and she was in it, and I can't think of the name of it, but she was a black woman who was married to a Caucasian man and had two girls and a little boy, had three kids. And I don't know what happened, but Monique snapped, killed her entire family, and then banged herself up and act like her family was attacked and she was the only survivor that barely made it. She ended up writing a book. She did all kinds of things. She became quite successful. Mind you, her husband apparently already had loot to toot. So they was already well off. But then after her traumatic story, her interviews and everything, she got her own money, and the attack apparently left her unable to speak well, and she was walking on a cane. and there was this Caucasian woman there helping her. I don't know if that was her best friend. I don't know if that was her home health nurse. I don't know who the lady was to her, but she was there answering the door for us, setting appointments and doing all of the things. But baby, the little kids from the university went down to interview her, and one girl who looked like she might have been from African heritage or African descent had this way of speaking with the uh, dearly departed. And so they went down to speak to her. Okay, okay. They went down to speak to her and talk about, what happened and everything, and I guess do a paper or something on it. And this girl was going, dig deep and speak to the deceased people and find out what's going on. But when she started to manifest things and, the kids was running and the kids was talking to her and telling her stuff, the girl found out that Monique, it didn't happen like Monique claimed. And just as Monique realized she really is talking to my dead family, girl, she hit the activate button and activated the doors, the windows, everything locked up, shut down, soundproof, you name it, she did it. And then she proceeded to knock them off one by one. First, she dropped that cane and she started running, chasing, doing it. And they was like, oh, this bitch ain't handicapped. But it was too late. Long story short, the girls did survive, but it was a terrifying experience. Now, that's the first movie I done seen Monique star in since the whole debacle with Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels. So, I will say she was a good criminal. She was a good act. She acted well, which we know she can act. Um, she did good. And I'm gonna be very interested to see have they cast her in any other starring roles. I know I got to find out. I got to find out what the name of that movie was. Excuse me, I think I saw it on Netflix. It was either Netflix or Tubi, I can't remember. But the movies on Tubi, they're not. Um, I don't go to Tubi very often because those are actors and actresses that are up and coming. They still got a lot of work to do. But occasionally I will find some good shows over there. I tell you, there is this black show, and I guess it only came on for the 1 or 2 seasons that it was here. It's on Netflix called Nemesis. Nemesis. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it. It is bomb. Um, I'm trying to think the A-lister's name that plays on there. I can't even think of his name. Um, One of the police officers is an A-list. Well, I shouldn't call him A-list. He's more like a B-lister. But there is a character or two on there that you would recognize from, the big movie scene. Yes, on Netflix. But it was really good, and basically, it's about these four boys that I can't say they grew up, came up together, but they've been through hell and high water, aka prison time, uh, ABC, and so they did heists, robberies. Somebody called them and say, hey, kind of like on damn, why am I blacking out on the movies? I think because I'm trying to do something else. They will be calling and say, hey, I got a job for you. It's this much, this how much you pay out. Go get it. And they would go get it, pull it out successfully. So the leader of the pack was a prominent man who had made very good investments. His wife's sister was the middleman for the jobs. She would be the one to call him and put him on with the jobs. So yes, Obsessed was good, yeah. And so, he was a legitimate businessman. He did his thug thing. One of his dudes went to prison for a heist because his brother, with his dumb self, was involved and messed it up. And then the Asian guy, he is fine. He was military. He was former military, and I believe he ended up in prison. And they ended up, getting together in prison, being close. And then when they got out, They was like the family of four. So they was all still working together. But homeboy's brother, that dimwit, he had a gambling addiction, gambling problem. He was a whore, and he was running around making babies left and right, left and right. So it was really good. You gotta see it. You gotta see it. So listen, before this alarm hit, I just want to say I just came on here to say good morning. See how everybody was doing. Wish you guys have a great week. Um, I'm gonna go in here and wash my face and brush my teeth so I can get ready to start my day. I'm definitely going to need to stop at Starbucks and get some coffee. Cause baby, yesterday, let me tell you, I stopped at Starbucks. Hold on, let me see if I can turn this alarm off. Let me tell you what happened. Hold on. God dang it.